Guys, welcome to another Deck Tech with another episode of MTG Steam Brewery. This is co-host Lackey number 2 here, coming at you with 5-color Planeswalkers. Because I'm a fun Magic player. All the time. Yeah. Oh yeah, all the time. Didn't you know? It's always fun to play against these decks. Let's start out with the mana base. We got 2 mana confluence. It's like the epitome of Painlands. So, focus this. There we go. The epitome of Painlands taps for any color. You lose 1 life no matter what, which is a bit upsetting, but perfect mana fixing comes at a cost. So, and we can't play fetch lands.
Slightly better than City of Brass.
Fetch lands are absolutely horrible in a 5-color deck when you need dual lands. So, we have like 6 basic lands, but like 17,000 fetches. So that wouldn't work out so well. But continue. 4 Yavimaya Coast, which is the green-blue pain land, which is mana confluence or taps for colorless, but it taps for green-blue instead of any mana, which is what all the pain lands are. So it's pretty good. It's like it's pretty good. Just fixing, lose a life, and it's untapped, which is relevant if you want to play any Caryatids on turn 2 or courses on turn 3. So Leonor Waste, the green-back pain land. Again, same reason. It's a green pain land that taps when you splash colors, plays turn 2 Caryatids and turn 2 courses. Or turn 3 courses, not turn 2 courses. But then we got Battlefield Fortress with the red-white pain land. Lets you play Nyx Fleece Rams on turn 2, and then just taps for your off colors of mana. So, like white, green, and then black is the main colors, it looks like. So, we got 2 Caves Coilos. It's the white-black pain land. Turn 2 Nyx Fleece Rams. And then again, white and black are the off colors that are the splashes. They're the main 2 splashes. So, then Temple of Bandit, which is the green-red Scryland, which I'm still not sure which green Scryland, but so far this has been the best because red is the fewest cards, but some of the most powerful. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Scrylands. Temple of Enlightenment, blue-white Scryland, Temple of Triumph, the red-white Scryland, got 2 of them. Just a second.
Oh my gosh.
It's irrelevant. 4 ones on top, yeah. Then you got 1 Temple of Silence, the black-white Scryland, which we have 1 lying around somewhere. I don't know where it is, but Temple of Malice, Temple of Epiphany, and then Temple of Deceit. So, yeah. Mana base works out most of the time, especially after out of those green Scrylands, so no complaints. And if I keep...
Other than the pain.
Yeah, other than the pain of playing against heroic aggro decks.
Hey, my red, white, black deck too.
I'm getting annoyed with it.
My boss...
I beat Rabble Red, at least.
Boss Sly and my Mardu aggro deck with Mardu Ascendancy are a little tough for him to beat.
Butcher the Horde's really good. Yeah. Command Core bust. Always assumes things. But anyway, still in Caryatid. 2-drop that ramps. It's really good when you want to ramp into your 4s, 5s, 6s, and 1 7-drop. Or you can just play like a 3-drop on turn 3 and just play a Scryland. Like turn 3 Corsair Scryland from your hand, or best is off the top and just scry like another Scryland at the bottom when you have plenty of lands. That's pretty good. But like Caryatid is just a really solid green creature. It's hexproof. If it wasn't hexproof, I wouldn't be playing it. No, I wouldn't. That'd be an awful idea. It's not worth it. It's a very big deal that this 03 is hexproof. Because burn is relevant in the format. So, especially with Jeskai Tempo coming up. And then we got Nyx Fleece Ram, which is a 2-mana 05. Your upkeep, you gain 1 life. Which is really good against any aggressive deck. Which is the main reason it's here, because our worst matchup is aggressive decks. And this thing, just like, unless they have Lightning Strike or Stoke the Flames early, like this one blocks forever, and it gains you life. So, plus, it's not a defender, which is relevant, because we've actually just killed people with it by using a Johnny, the 5-drop of Johnny, that's Mentor of Heroes that just anthems. Just gives you guys counters, so it's pretty funny. People died to sheep. It was hilarious. 2 Courses of Crufix, which anyone who's been playing Standard recently or last Standard knows that Course of Crufix is a really solid card. I still don't like it as much as a lot of people, because I don't like giving my opponent information. But I like it in a deck with 17 Planeswalkers, because you get free spells every turn. So it's not as relevant that you're giving them free information. And plus, when you play 17 Planeswalkers, and some of them let you manipulate the top of your deck, of course, is really good when you get to know what you're going to do. So that's pretty good. Yeah. We got 2 Ashiok. He's just a really solid 3-drop Planeswalker. He's really good against pretty much every deck in the format. And he almost never comes out, as far as I know. Like, against aggressive decks, it's either they don't answer him, so you get free dudes, or they do answer him and he gains you a lot of life while removing some of their threats. So he's pretty solid. He might get you a dude or two. I like getting dudes for free, so it's pretty fun. You got 3 Banishing Light, which is just 3 Banishing Light, which is just a pretty solid removal spell. Hits permanents, which is other Planeswalkers, other Banishing Lights, other Cores of Crucifix, so it's pretty much anything that's really in your way or bothering you. So I would play 4, but then again, this deck is just play 17 Planeswalkers, and I have to play less if I want to play more Banishing Light. So I sideboard the other one. So it's just pretty solid removal while you're jamming threats. Yeah, pretty good. No real reason to explain it. Got 2 Siege Rhino, which is a really good card. So 4/5 for 1 and then Junk, or any new players who standard Abzan.
What?
I hate that name so much.
So good.
I'm just gonna say Junk forever, but because then you get to say things like I'm playing with my Junk. Yeah, like the 18 does. But 1 black, white, green, 4/5 trample. When it ends the battlefield, each opponent loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. So it's just really good against mid-range decks or control decks that you get in free damage. And it's a 4/5, so it's tough to answer and it tramples through. And most importantly, it can block other Siege Rhinos. And against aggressive decks, it just gains you some life, and it's a big dude that they can't really fight through, or you can eventually just attack with.
Worst part of this card gets blocked by Prognostic Sphinx. Oh, yeah.
Unless someone plays the Johnny Mentor of Heroes. Oh, yeah.
If they're playing
And then it's a lot
Sphinx,
different.
You just start drawing cards.
Me?
Someone's they're playing blue and control.
To be honest, I'm just going to crush them. Yeah, anyways.
Tom Cruise.
Charm to the Power Master. This one's in Russian, so you can't really read it, but really just solid. +1, deals damage to a creature target player, and then up to 1 creature they control that creature can't block. 0, exile the top card of your library. You may cast it, or you may play it until end of turn.
Yeah.
Big difference. You can't cast lands. You can play lands. You can't cast lands. -7, which has never been done and never will be in this deck ever, unless I'm about to die to a board of dudes, is exile the top 10 cards. Or is it top 7? I'm pretty sure. I think it's top 10. But
top 10. This is top 10. And this
Choose-
only has creatures and lands.
yeah, choose a instant or sorcery. You may cast that card and then cast 2 copies.
Here's the target in the deck.
Yeah, the only legal target in the main deck. So unless we're about to die, that ultimate never ever happens. So yeah, we got 2 Kiora, the Crashing Wave. She's good against like just big dumb dude decks, and then like a Sarkon, opposing Sarkons. You can't target my own Sarkons. If she could target permanents you control, she would just be broken. Because then she'd always ultimate because you just target yourself, which is why they didn't do that. They might have done it at first, but like, oh wait, just a second, it's too good. And then they might have said other permanents, and that was too good. So they decided permanents you don't control. Like, okay, that's fair. But, anyways, -1, draw a card. +1, target permanent cannot be dealt or deal damage. Not on the permanent your opponent. No, it's target permanent your opponent control. So you can hit lands like man lands, which is what it does to, which is what it's done to Mutavault a lot. No longer relevant in standard, but. -5, which I haven't done yet, but I want to, is the end of your turn. You have an emblem. At the end of your turn, you get a 9/9 Kraken. So eventually, you just kill them with Krakens while you're having Planeswalkers. So okay, especially if you get to play Sorin too, man, that'd be best. But Sorin, Solemn Visitor, which I somewhat liked coming out of cons. A lot of people hated on him because he was just like a different version of Sorin, Lord of Innistrad. But they're similar, but they're not. Like the effects are very different.
I just thought he wasn't very good. I was wrong.
Yeah, like +1 creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain lifelink until your next turn. Which I didn't actually realize it was until your next turn. I thought that was relevant because lifelink and then +1/+0 for a turn. It's like lose and lost. Like Sorin gave an emblem for -2. The other one, that creature control got +1/+0 just permanently, which was good. But lifelink is very relevant, especially against aggressive decks. -2 you get a 2/2 flyer, which Sorin, the Solid Lord and Vintage Plus got you a 1/1 with lifelink, which is what the lifelink was, which was good and all. But so far I like this one. I think they're the same power level, and they're still on the same playability. This one's -6 though. Is you get an emblem, and it's Abyss. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, they have sacrificed a creature. The other one was destroy 3 target creatures and/or Planeswalkers. And if they go into the graveyard, you get them on your side of the field. So, like, I would have way preferred that ultimate. Because then I just like play Planeswalkers, ultimate them, and then reset them and use them again on my side of the field. But that'd have been broken and unfun, like it is now. But like, solid card. I like it a lot more after playing it, and I'm glad I got it when it was like 15, because now it's like 20 to 25. So,
But it's gonna drop. Keep going.
yeah, it's a pretty good card. It's probably gonna go back around 15, but I'm glad I didn't have to like pay extra for it. I know. We got 2 Xenagos, the Reveler. Just pretty good Planeswalker. Makes mana. Makes 2/2s with haste. Never, ever, 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 ever gonna ultimate this unless I have a Pearl Lake Agent out on the field. So, yeah, his ultimate's awful in this deck, but he makes a bunch of 2/2s with haste, and if you get to play Elspeth and plus it, you just make absurd amounts of mana to do dumb, stupid stuff with. So, yeah, it's pretty fun. Here's End Hostilities, the new Wrath. It's in here because it's the new Wrath. Every now and then it hits equipments or bestow creatures. Solid card. Got Chromaticor. 4/4, flying Venus left with first strike. Bestow. Just a solid one of. I like it a lot. Beats aggro decks. They cannot kill it ever without convoking. It's got 1 Nissa.
Or double guardian spell.
She, as I said, she gets worse after rotation because she can't untap lands. She makes 4/4s, which is meh. Like
Good enough.
Like they have Trample, which is the only reason I'm playing her. If they didn't have Trample, she wouldn't be in the deck. There'd be another Sarkhan, the Dragon Speaker.
Removal.
Yeah.
Or flying case.
Yeah, 4/4 flyer is indestructible or removal spell. And his ultimate is just card advantage. So Liliana Vess. Plus they make it +1. They discard a card -2. You 2 for a card, put it on top of your deck after shuffling. Then -8 is you reanimate everything and you get it. Like all creatures in the graveyards, you get control of them. So pretty good card. Mostly it's -2 for a Planeswalker that suits the situation, or aggro decks. And Josh over here always assumes it's End Hostilities, but it's always Chromaticor against him. So then 2 Ajani Mentor of Heroes, which is the Planeswalker. It's like my 3rd favorite in here. But +1, you look at the top 4 cards. You get a creature, Planeswalker, or Aura out of the top 4. You don't reveal the top 4, which is very relevant, because then they don't know what you don't have, and then you get draw cards. His other +1, you distribute 3... What is it? 3? 3.
Yeah.
3 +1/+1 counters among other creatures you control. Which is how you make Nexus Realms kill people. Or -8, you gain 100 life. So it's relevant. He has all pluses, and if you ever get to gain 100 life against an aggro deck, with this deck, you're probably winning. So 2 Elspeth. She's just a solid card. Good against aggro, good against mid-range, and good against control. She's just really good. Worth the 6 mana investment, as I thought when I first saw her.
The top of the food chain.
Yeah, the very top of the food chain, of course. We got the Apex Predator. Garrick. He's saving mana. He comes down with 5 loyalty. +1, destroy target. Another target Planeswalker. Can't show himself. +1, you get a 3/3 beast with Death Touch, which I still need the token for. -3 is like Tribute to Hunger, but you choose what gets destroyed. So you destroy target creature, and you gain life equal to its toughness. And then -8, you get an emblem. No, you don't. You give an emblem to the opponent of your choice. Or target opponent. Whenever a creature attacks you, that creature gets +5/+5 and trample. So, yeah, with a deck full of tokens, you just give all your dudes +5/+5 and trample. So, enjoy the video. Watch the dual deck videos. Or, not dual deck, versus videos. And crush people with this in FNM and tell me how it goes. Because I want to hear about it. Because this deck is awesome. Bye!